Today, we're in Ripley, West Virginia. On December 19th, 1861, Union Lieutenant Owen G. Chase of the 9th Loyal Virginia Infantry, later the 9th West Virginia, was in Ripley recruiting for the federal forces. He had disarmed the residents and locked the weapons in the jail, as he probably suspected many of the townspeople of being Confederate sympathizers. Later that day, Lieutenant Chase and his recruits marched out of Ripley, leaving it defenseless. That evening, Private Daniel Dusky, a former Justice of the Peace, who was commanding a party of 12 men of the Moccasin Rangers, also designated as the 19th Virginia Cavalry, but not recognized by the federal government, who saw them as bushwhackers. Dusky came into Ripley, took the arms from the jail, looted J.L. Armstrong's store, and robbed local residents. Dusky then went to the post office. The postmaster, John J. Wetzel, refused to unlock the door, and Dusky said he had the key to unlock any door and kicked it down. The Rangers took everything of value, including Wetzel's clothing, except for what he was wearing. A few weeks later, Dusky, his son George, and another ranger named Jacob Varney, and a few more rangers were captured. The captured partisans were taken to Wheeling, where federal authorities separated Dusky, his son, and Varner from the rest, as they were the only ones involved in the raid on Ripley. Most of the captured were sent to Camp Chase in Columbus, Ohio, but those three were kept in Wheeling. George Dusky managed to then escape while at a hospital while he was being treated for a minor illness. Dusky and Varner were tried and convicted of robbery as civilians, as the government did not recognize the legitimacy of the Rangers, as they were bushwhackers, and also sentenced to a few years in prison. They were first sent to a penitentiary in Washington, D.C., and then later to a prison in Albany, New York. On November 25, 1862, Confederates captured Union Captain William Graham and Lieutenant Isaac A. Wade near Charleston, and then held them in Richmond. It was offered Dusky and Varner for these officers, but since they were convicted as civilians, they would have to be pardoned first. Everyone involved in their case wrote to President Lincoln to pardon them. Lincoln wrote, "As the judge, jury, marshal, district attorney, and postmaster general join in asking a pardon in this case, I have concluded to grant it. The attorney general will please make it out and send it to me." President Lincoln pardoned Dusky and Varner on June 13, 1863, so that they could be exchanged for the officers. Before he could be formally exchanged, Varner escaped federal custody, and Dusky was later released at Fortress Monroe in Virginia.